After an accident-heavy race at Barber, tensions begin to rise as the teams arrived at Road Atlanta. Dan Rash started on pole yet again with Kimmo Suominen lining up in second. In ST, James Stevenson had to work hard, but still started in first ahead of newcomer João Freitas. Setting the tone for the rest of the race, technical problems prevented Stefan Overgaard from getting his car going, and contact was made before the green flag even fell. Once it did come out, Steve Brown and Russell Clayson collected one another in turn 2 and were spat out into the runoff of 3. Both classes saw a lead change in the opening laps, but after only 10 minutes, the first full-course yellow of the day was flown. When green returned, Stevenson and João picked up where they left off and began dueling yet again. Freitas then took a ride in the difficult turn 5 with a spin, but thankfully the red and black car did not make contact with anything. However, the biggest twist of the day came on lap 20 when the GS leaders split a pair of ST cars. Tom Eckline and Kimmo made contact, and the MX-5 bounced into the helpless Rash and Strodbeck, destroying both cars. In all the chaos, Suominen was the only one to escape. The timing of the second yellow was perfect for pit stops, and nearly everyone came in for fuel and tires. When the field restarted, Elliott Huffman made a hard charge on Suominen, but the Finn was able to hold on. With Chris Moran electing to stay out, he led the ST field to the restart, but immediately threw away his track position when he lost control out of turn 3. In a bizarre turn of events, Eric Biggs had erroneously not been given his wave around. The number 16 MX-5 began to battle intensely with the leaders, causing ire among their ranks. The green racing was brief as Ray Otani met the tire barriers broadside in the S's, and the marshals brought out the third caution. The black and white Mustang of Kimmo led the field back to the line once again, but this time it was Ayrton Ellis who challenged him. With an incredible move around the outside of turn 1, Ellis grabbed the lead. Before the lap was out, Kimmo took his traditional spot back, and with impeccable timing, the fourth full-course yellow of the day emerged. It was triggered by Ed Verras, who was tipped loose by Moran, then finished off by Christopher Thompson. Ayrton tried the same trick again at the restart, but the Finn had grown wise and held the American off. At the end of the lap, Patrick Bieri put a move on Ellis, which backed up the field, and the chain reaction led to Huffman losing his car to turn 1's unforgiving concrete walls. At the same time, Jeff Jacobs' slide in recovery was narrowly avoided by the ST leaders. This brought out the fifth and final caution. The last restart came with only 2.5 minutes left on the clock. When the green flag waved, Kimmo took off like a shot. The Finn took home win number 3 with Ayrton Ellis and Patrick Bieri both grabbing their first GS podiums. And ST Thomas Torp's incredible run came to an unceremonious end when a mistake in turn 4 sent the number 78 crashing out of second place. Freitas took the gray car spot, but the very next lap he threw it away once again in the despised turn 5. While Stevenson ran away with the lead and took his third win in a row, second remained up for grabs, so Arthur Chan stepped up to the plate and just barely held off an aggressive Josh Loitz. The crazy ups and downs of round 4 left spectators with a race to remember, but the season plunges on. Now the drivers go from the Mid-South to the Midwest as we arrive at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course in Lexington, Ohio.